Fiends. So today I'm going to do a little haul video for you, and it's just one item, and I wanted to do it separately because this is something, a brand that I've been incredibly excited about in the past and I've invested in quite a bit because I've got quite a few of the sets and individual items, if that gives you a hint. Well, the title I'm sure tells you, so what am I doing? This is the new Real Techniques item. I want to say brush. No, not really. I was going to say brush. So this is the new item from Real Techniques, and it is a makeup blending sponge. Now, it kind of has a lot going on here. I feel like it is a little bit of quite a few beauty blenders in one, and I really like that. So what it's got is, it's got the usual egg shape. And it's really ergonomic to roll across the skin and to use against the skin rather than having square edges. So I think it works really nicely with the contours of the face. It's orange, which kind of goes well with the face brushes which have a yellowy orange handle. So this is like from that range. I like how things have colours, and it kind of puts things into little sort of... There is a word. Boxes, collections, into like areas of what the brushes are for. So as this is for the face, it's orange. Now it's got a nice pointy end, and that is perfect for getting in the smaller contours of the face, like the areas around the nose and around the eyes, where, you know, the big part is not ideal because you'd get product all over the place. The small point of that can get right in there and get right in those tiny little contours. And then it has a flat bit. So it's right at the top, and that's also really nice. I find myself really using that end to put foundation on with, pressing it, and then I used this to kind of roll it and just blend it in perfectly. So that was more of an application end, and I did use the pointy end to go around the nose and the eyes. So I feel like this sponge kind of puts together all the best things about sponges. It gives you the flat side, it gives you the oval shape, it gives you a pointy edge. So I'm really impressed with the shape of it. It's really nice and soft. I've used it twice and it washes out pretty well. It's got a little bit of staining on it. But that happens with sponges anyway, it's natural. I can't show you the packaging, but I will insert some photos here showing you what the packaging looked like. I took photos of it, but I was just so excited when it arrived that I just wanted to rip it open and start using it, so I'm really sorry about that. But I've kind of kept this little egg thing that was inside the packaging that it was actually sitting in, because this is really perfect for just kind of storing it. And I've just had it kind of sat on my desk in this little thing because, you know, with sponges, you don't want to put it down on a surface or in a drawer where it can get bacteria from inside or on the surfaces, because you're going to put it on your skin. So I felt that if I stored it on this, then it would just be a lot better because it's just in its own little container and I can wash that. That is for now anyway. But I've used it, like I said, what you do is you wet the sponge. I used cold water, well, sort of lukewarm water, and it does swell up to a huge size. It's actually still a little bigger than it was, I think, when I first got it, but it does go to like really quite large. You just squeeze out all the excess water and you use it that way. And the reason you put water in is because sponges are porous. If you just use this dry with foundation, that would soak a lot of your product up into it and you would waste product because it would be soaked inside the sponge and you wouldn't be able to use it. If you put water in there, the water creates a barrier and it stops the foundation from actually soaking into the sponge and keeps it on the surface so you can work with it on the skin. Also, I just think, even though you squeeze it till it's almost dry, that little bit of moisture in there is also quite nice because I think it helps the foundation work a lot better. It just adds a bit of moisture into the actual job that you're doing. So that is the very short video on the new Real Techniques from Sam Chapman range. This is the new addition to the range. I think it's really nice that it's something a little bit different, and I've enjoyed using it. I've used it twice, but this will appear in my next Spaceys Roundup video because I'm going to start using this a lot. I do have the Cosmopolitan sponge, or I did. It did crack quite quickly though. I would say I had it a couple of months and it cracked, and I got rid of it at that point because I didn't want bacteria getting into the cracks, and it was just not easy to work with when it was like that, so I binned that one. I do have the Beauty Blender, highly rate the Beauty Blender. I've had it for a year and I don't use it all the time, but it hasn't developed cracks like the other one. It washes beautifully and I really like the finish of sponges. Although I do love my brushes, I just really enjoy the finish that you get with a sponge. So I was excited to see this. So yes, that's going to be in Spaceys Roundup. I'm waffling. I'm going to go. Oh, what I will say, because I've just realised I didn't say, I purchased this from lovemakeup.com, and I'll put the link to their site in the information bar below for you. It was £4.99 for this. There was, I think it's £3 delivery charge, but I was getting a couple of other things at the time, so it didn't matter so much. If you spend £50, postage is free. I think that's quite high. I think they could bring that down and have that a little bit lower. If I'm honest, but that's where I got it from. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else at present, but I'm sure that it will be on shelves and in Boots stores soon, possibly in Superdrug, because I've noticed they're selling brushes as well now. So yeah, definitely give it a go if you like sponges and if you see it. And that's it for now. So I'm gonna love you all and leave you and see you all soon. Bye.